If you've ever felt like a failure because you couldn't stick to a budget, I have a secret for you. The budget was never the problem. The advice was. Most financial experts talk to you like you're a spreadsheet, but you're a human being. And until you realize that your emotions matter more than your math, you will always be fighting a losing battle with your bank account. Most financial advice sounds perfectly logical. Spend less than you earn. Track every expense. Stick to the plan. And yet, most people don't follow it. Not because they're lazy, not because they're irresponsible, but because most financial advice ignores how humans actually behave. Imagine a 30-year-old professional. They earn a decent income, maybe $3,800 a month after tax. They've watched the videos. They know they should budget. They even tried once. But after rent, commuting, groceries, and a 10-hour workday, decision fatigue sets in. Dinner becomes delivery because you're too tired to chop a carrot. A small treat purchase becomes a daily habit because you need a hit of dopamine. Suddenly, the budget feels like a cage instead of a tool. The math was correct. The advice was logical, but it failed anyway. Most financial advice assumes you are perfectly rational, emotionless, consistent, but humans don't work that way. We spend when we're tired. We justify purchases when we're stressed. We avoid decisions that feel uncomfortable even if we know they're good for us. Money decisions are emotional long before they're mathematical. Let's say you plan to save $600 a month. On paper, it works perfectly. But then, life happens. One stressful week, that's $80 extra on convenience food. One social weekend you didn't want to miss, that's $120 gone. One "I deserve this" moment after a bad day, $150 purchase. That's $350. Not because you're careless, but because your system didn't account for your humanity. The advice failed to design around your emotions. Traditional advice focuses on discipline, but discipline is a finite resource. It's unreliable when you're busy, tired, or surrounded by a world optimized for consumption. Financial advice often pretends your environment doesn't matter. That's the disconnect. The people who are actually good with money don't rely on willpower. They reduce friction. They automate. They design systems that work even on their worst days. They don't assume they'll be perfect. They assume, "I will be tired. I will be tempted. I will make emotional choices." They plan for the reality of their life, not a fantasy version of themselves. When your financial system matches your behavior, progress becomes quiet. It's not dramatic, it's not hustle culture impressive, but it's consistent. Fewer reversals, less stress, more stability. You don't fail with money because you lack knowledge. You fail because the advice you're given ignores how you actually live. Understanding your behavior isn't a weakness, it's clarity. And clarity is where real progress starts. If you're tired of the spreadsheets-only approach and want more calm, realistic conversations about money, hit subscribe. Let's build a system that actually fits your life.